We'll give everyone a minute to get in. Just doing a quick pop-up live. All right. So I guess today we'll be talking about some garden stuff, just kind of getting into some general stuff that we got going on for the springtime and how we can really start trying to improve on it. I know I've been trying to be more active, but I've been slacking in a few ways, so we could talk about that too. What's up? What's up? Hey, Orchis for Dummies, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you. What's up, Broke Farmer 76? My cuz, good to see you. How you doing? We'll just give some people some time to get in before we start. How you doing, Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden? How you doing tonight? Hey, Turf Therapy, how you doing? Good to see you, bro. But yeah. So tonight I thought that we could do like some general garden talk, like maybe a little Q&A, maybe just get into some stuff we maybe ain't got into yet. But I thought we could do something a little different today. So what I wanted to do, I'll share the link to this chat. And you can either come in and we can cam face to face and we can talk about it, or we could just talk about it with you on the mic. So we can do that too. But I wanted to try that out tonight and see how that goes. So that'll be fun. So I'll share the link actually. Let me see. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I'll share the link. What's up, Audacity Dawning? How you doing? How you doing? It's good to have you. I don't think I've seen you in a live before. So if you haven't been in before, it's good to see you. It's good to have you here tonight. So I'm going to share the link. And I think I can actually highlight it. So I put it in chat. So I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out, y'all. Still trying to figure all this stuff out. Okay, here we go. All right, but yeah, we'll try that out. And if you join, I think I can add you to the the actual chat and we can talk. So we're going to try that out with this and see how that goes. I don't even know if posting it in the banner is going to be any good, but yeah, let's see. Man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had a long day today. I've been up since 2:30 this morning. So I'm giving y'all the last of me right now. I am giving y'all the very last of me right now. This is me after going for, how long is this? 15 hours. So I'm a little loopy, but I think this is nice. I want y'all to see more of this side of me, you know. I haven't taken a single nap today, Turf Therapy. I haven't taken a single nap today. Hey, pray for me. Send the prayer up. But yeah, so let me see here. I'm gonna take it off the ticker. I don't like that ticker thing. I think that's kind of I don't like that. Just go to the link if you want to go to it. Oh, oh man. So okay, you have questions. So what? All right. So what's your question, Broke Farmer 76? I wanna hear from you. Are you gonna join up? Are you gonna join up in the chat? Are you gonna join up in the actual the stream? I guess you can call it. What's up, Super Saiyan? What's up, Super Saiyan 231? Good to have you here tonight. Am I too loud? Am I sounding okay, y'all? Can y'all hear me good and it's coming through clear and everything? Just want to do a sound check. I didn't even do a sound check. I just hopped on here. Okay. All right. I don't want to. So, all right. Broke Farmer, you said you had questions. Let me see. I'm just fixing some stuff here, trying to figure some of this stuff out on here. We good. We good. All right. All right. So I guess I'll start it off and stuff since nobody wants to join up. Nobody wants to actually join up and talk. But what I think what I want to talk about is I got all this stuff in the garden still from fall time, and I haven't cut it all down yet. I still got to harvest some greens. I still got to cut some stuff down that just needs to be cut down in general. I got a whole little middle bed of purple kale, spinach. I got some broccoli coming up over there that's not going to even be able to finish because I want to plant some stuff for the spring over there. Then I got the raised beds that I got to plant in. So I don't even know what's up with all that. I gotta get on top of that because it'll get away from you real fast. Good evening, Veggie Farm. Good evening. How you doing? It's good to have you here. So yeah, but that's one thing that I'm really struggling with right now is actually getting all the fall and winter stuff down because we had a really really mild winter too, and just my garden it just kind of pushed through. Like none of the frost got it or anything. You got lost. Okay, so I think what I'll do, I think next time I go live, I might actually go live on like Zoom or something like that, or might just go live on the YouTube thing or something. But I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. I'm trying to figure out what the best thing to do is and all that for me anyway. Let me see. If you let me see. I'm going to try to join it on my phone. Let me see what it does for me. If I get sent the link. It says I can have up to 10 people in here. I don't know. I don't want to join my phone because I feel like it's going to start making crazy mic noises and I don't want that to happen. So, but you can just ask your question in chat too, or you can, like, if you have something that's going on in the garden, you want to talk about it or whatever. I just want to talk about it. Just want to chat it up. So, okay. Broke Farmer 76 says that he's having trouble growing his eggplant. It's been the same size for 4 months. Okay. So what are your give me a few more details. Are you the eggplant, it's outside in the greenhouse or is it I remember seeing some plants in the greenhouse, but was it inside? Like it's not indoors, I'm sure. I mean, but where is it at? And has it been eggplant's just a colder weather plant? You're really not going to have much growth on it in general. In your zone, out where you are, it's going to be you're going to really be how kind of having some struggles growing eggplant this time of year. Yeah, join the live chat. Oh, you're growing inside? Well, okay. Okay, well, tell me about your soil situation. Because I didn't know. I didn't know if you was growing inside or not. So tell me about your what soil mix did you get? And did you, when you got that soil mix, did you amend it, or did you, what was it? Because it could have already been amended. I don't know. I got to get some details from you, but we got time. Until then, I'm just okay. We can just ask questions, and I'll answer multiple questions because I can kind of try to multitask at least at least. But the live chat thing, it's not really. Yeah. So what temperature is the room you got it growing in? Yeah, y'all. Like the video. Like the video. Okay. Well, I'll let y'all know one thing that I always try to make sure that I have down before the garden season starts. What's up, Stinky Puddle Ranch? Good to have you. What's up? What's up? One thing that I like to have down in the garden is like just a nice 2-inch thick layer of compost, like some really good, if you can find some good compost from your soil yard, or you can find some good compost from just even from like some black cow, like that black cow stuff is pretty good too. I've used that before. I've seen a lot of people use that, and I can endorse that. It's pretty good stuff. What's up, Mr. Stinky Puddle Ranch? What's up? What's up? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm with that. So if you heat up that soil, you might just get, do you have a heat mat, Broke Farmer? Do you have a heat mat for those seedlings? Because that makes a big difference. I'm joining my own live so I can see my messages faster, because I think StreamYard has a little bit more of a delay. Oh, let me turn that down. I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I can see the messages a little bit faster now. That's good. But yeah, that compost, it makes a big difference, because it starts up all that biological life and everything, because that's really what does it for you in your gardens. What's up, Harmony Gardens? How you doing? How you doing, Harmony Gardens? And like, I'll leave another link to the StreamYard if y'all want to join and actually ask about something or talk about something. Because I'm not just trying. I mean, I can try to answer your question, but I don't know it all myself. I try to know a little bit so I can help some people out a little bit where I can. So that's the. Let me sip this water real quick. That's the link to this StreamYard. And if y'all want to, y'all can join up, and we can talk about it on the mic or on the webcam, whatever you want to do. But yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here, Harmony Gardens. I'm glad you could catch the live too. And yeah, I'm with you, Orchids for Dummies. That's the biggest thing right here. Each one teach one. We're all just trying to spread some knowledge and actually get to the next level together, you know? Like, and for me, the next level is having some good vegetables out of the garden so I can cook them up, because I like to cook vegetables. So I want to have vegetables. So what's some of y'all's goals for this season? What do y'all want to accomplish this season? Okay, what's up, Turf? What's up, Turf? Good to have you. I'm gonna add you to the stream. Here we go. Do it like that. We can do it like this. Or we can, yeah, there we go. I like it like that.
Yeah, there we go. Like that. That works.
How you doing, Turf?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm eating right now, and I look a hot mess. So please excuse me. Y'all are only gonna get the thumbnail for today.
Hey, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. I'm glad that you joined us. I feel like I'm eating dinner with you right now.
It's a good dinner, you know. I'd share if I could. What's going on in the chat? You said, what am I eating?
Yeah, what are you eating?
Oh man, it's some what is this? My wife gave me some curry chickpeas with some type of roasted mango sauce that goes on top of it, and then it's this long.
Oh my gosh.
You wrap it up in this long flat bread. I don't know what it's called. She just got finished telling me, man, but I don't know. If she's still in the chat, she can tell you what it is. But it's good. Yeah, it's real good, especially this mango sauce they got that goes on top of everything.
Oh man, that sounds amazing. You got me. I'll tell you what I had for dinner. I went to Schlotzsky's and I had like just like a turkey salami sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had. But yeah, I was just at it all day and and that's the first thing I ate, by the way. I should have probably ate something else, but that's how it happens when I work all day. I don't really eat a whole lot. What's up, Rogue Farmer?
Oh,
how you doing?
Building.
Good.
What's up, back to our roots homestead? Hey, how you doing? EJ's Adventures. EJ's Adventure says, I love gardening. I just wanted to. I saw he hopped in here, so I wanted to say what's up.
EJ.
But what's up, Broke Farmer? What's up, Broke Farmer? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, I just didn't want to go back and forth. I know you had 102 questions about my soil. All right, this is the thing. I've got it in the soil mix of black cow, pine soil. I put bone meal in it and leftover fertilizer I've been meaning to throw away.
Okay, it sounds like it'd be just fine. I mean, did you get the heat mat?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I have my headphones in. I got them from the Dollar Tree. I want to see if they.
What's up, OC? What's up, life? What's up, the everyday life of OCD is chick? It's good to have you. Glad to have you tonight. Virginia fruit grower.
You got them Dollar Tree headphones, man.
Virginia fruit grower.
All right, so
what's up, bro? You get what you pay for, brother.
So okay, did you get that heat mat?
The heat mat.
Mm-hmm. Because
no, I didn't buy no heat mat.
Pit stop. She mentioned that in the chat, and I think that's a good point. Like, how cool is the room? Is your house typically like really cool, like lower 70s?
Yeah.
70. So yeah. Well, if your house is that temperature and it's under those lights, it's not like 80. I say like under those lights, you want it to be like 80 to 83, 85, and you probably get a lot better growth on it. And with that heat mat, it would knock the temperature up just that, especially and I would watch it too, but I've done this 100 times and never had nothing bad happen. If you use a towel, like if you get like just a towel from your pantry or whatever you have it, and you put it like one of the cloth towels and you put it with the heat mat, it actually makes the heat actually amplify a little bit. So it actually makes it be able to get that heat going a little better in the actual overall environment too. So that works out real good. I've actually used it inside of a little grow tent, and I actually had all my starts in there, and the tent was just huge. It was full with plants, and I put them all out. I hardened them off too. So before you put plants out, you want to make sure that you like put them out for like an hour a day at first, and then 2 hours a day.
Yeah. And
like kind of gradually go out, because I bleached all my plants before, and that sucks too.
Yeah, I mean, I was just wondering because I don't know. It seems like every other plant is from seed, it just starts sprouting and go. But for some reason, that one, it just stuck. I don't know what the deal was, but I'm gonna try the heat mat. How much the heat mat cost?
I gotta look. Let me actually, because I can look at this right now, because it's
for about anywhere between $15 to $35, depending on the size you want to get. But keep in mind, bro, like it's about to warm up where you at. Like your season's about to turn. So
yeah,
if you could hold off, I mean, unless you have a reason to heat mat.
Exactly.
It sounds like you pulled off. It sounds like you pulled off an overwintering of an eggplant on accident.
Yeah.
And now next season, as it warms up, as soon as it warms up, like that thing is going to take off. So to be honest, as you start to warm up here in the next few weeks, I imagine if you take that joker and you take it and you put it in your grow house that's outside, your greenhouse that's outside, it'll probably wake up and kick in the full swing for you. I'm willing to bet that it would. And to be honest, you probably can go ahead and start another seed based off your zone right now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got some seeds started inside because I didn't know if it was Benjamin Button or what. So I just
But yeah, if you wanted to get a heat mat for later or whatever, Pitt says that she found one for $6. So I want to know where she got that at.
Yeah, $6 for the heat mat. That's a score right there. Where you shopping at Ollie's? That sounds like a Ollie's or what's the name? Aldi. You going down the miscellaneous aisle on Aldi? That's get those $6.
What's up, Gardening and Cocktails with Joy?
Oh,
well, look
today, Joy.
I'm gonna jump off here, man.
All right.
So
it was good having you, bro.
I think that's all I got, man. I appreciate you answering my question and having me on your live, buddy.
Hey, it's good having you, bro.
All right, man.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Turkey. You didn't got down your food?
Yeah. You know, I was over here eating while y'all was talking. But yeah, I think you're gonna be in good shape, bro. Like it sounds like, because if it's been stuck for 4 months, right? We're in February. That means you started a warm season plant in the middle of your cool season. So you just got a very, very old transplant right now. So as long as like your roots aren't bound, and that it's happy, you know, it's just growing real slow, which from what I understand, eggplants move pretty slow anyway. You're probably in good shape. Like you're probably going to be in good shape. Start when it starts warming back up. That's my guess. I don't have a lot of experience with eggplants specifically. What you think?
I've never grown eggplants before in my life. I'm going to be honest with you, straight up honest with you. But I've grown plants that are nightshades, and nightshades kind of have the same characteristics, which are tomatoes. Peppers. When peppers hit their juvenile stage, they react the same as eggplants.
Yeah,
and it's like but all those nightshades, they love that like 78 to like 85. Like that's their wheelhouse. And then once you start getting kind of above 85 to that 90s plus, they start to stall out a little bit. They're like real specific with their temperatures.
Yeah, they really are. And starting them early, it's funny that you said that, because I'm dropping a video tonight, and it's pretty much explaining along the way while I'm starting. Like I'm starting my onions. I just started my onions. So if you're in zone 7A and you're trying to do long day onions from seed, this is a perfect time to go ahead and get those seeds started for the whole month of February. But along with that, another things that kind of get jumps on are your things in the nightshade family. So I started some tomatoes that I know move super slow, like 2 varieties that move really slow when they start getting to going. And then easily with tomatoes, you can just bury them deeper. As they mature as well. So that's something I can keep in the house. Right. I can just keep that in the house a little longer, bury them deeper. That way, when it warms up, boom, I'm ahead of the curve. And then my peppers as well. I started my peppers a little early too, because for the same reason, when they get into that little phase, like you were saying, that juvenile phase, they kind of fall out, and they do. I call it a and when it comes to grass, because you know I'm into my grass, but so Kentucky bluegrass. It gets in this phase called sprout and pout, meaning it sprouts and then it just don't do nothing. For like a whole month or so, it doesn't do anything. You think it's stalled out on you, and then all of a sudden, boom, it bursts into action. So I called it like a sprout and pout phase with the peppers as well. So those are that's a solid seed to go ahead and get going right now.
Those had broke farmers calling you out.
Oh, why my camera all broke? Because, man, I'm not camera ready right now. I just hopped on here to chat.
So I just wanted to say hey to Taishi23 because I didn't vocally say hello. How you doing, Taishi23?
Hi, Taishi.
But as far as the peppers and everything like that goes, I mean, if y'all haven't started them yet, it's time. Like it's time to start them. Like it doesn't even matter. Like really, if you're kind of in some of the higher zones, because at this point, when I say higher zones, I mean up to like maybe 6, maybe 6, because like you still got some time in some of the other zones. But those peppers, like the peppers especially, but the tomatoes, some of the tomatoes go faster. I'll tell you this though, bell peppers go faster. Like your sheep nose pimentos, like the sheep nose pimento peppers I have that I was showing in my videos, those go way faster than any other peppers I've ever grown. And I haven't grown bell peppers, and bell peppers, the fruit's bigger, but what I have grown is like some of the smaller pepper varieties. And what I've seen is the smaller the variety, the slower they grow. Because I got the Trinidad hot peppers that are super small, but like real hot. But they're just like creeping along. But they look real nice, but they're just creeping along ever so slowly.
Yeah, yeah. Broke said this spring we need y'all to do a weekly Q&A. I mean,
Hey.
yeah, sure. I don't
Hey.
know how much I can help. Dude, keep in mind, like most of my learning is active learning. So like I have very little experience, and I read a lot of books and absorb a lot of material very fast. But I'm willing to answer your questions if I got to answer that. I don't think it steer you in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I don't think he'd steer you in the wrong direction. I'd love to have you on if like whenever you can, you know, like I don't want to make you obligate to anything, but whenever you wanted to, like it's always nice to have people on with you, you know.
Yeah, when we plan it, I'll make sure I have my makeup on. So Broke won't get mad at me for having my camera off. I'm sorry, Broke. Hey, but cuz I got your shirt though. I do have my internet cousin shirt. I got 3 shirts in. I got Gigi's shirt in the other day. I got yours in, and I got the Garden Mac.
Nice.
Hoes like my Twig and Berry shirt.
Well, I'm glad y'all mentioned merch because I'm gonna actually be doing some merch stuff soon. Right. But like I just wanted to I'm actually doing some work with my website right now. I'm trying to get all that stuff together and everything, but I want to actually be able to ship the merch out myself to y'all so I can ship it out faster if y'all want to get it and everything like that. But yeah, I wanted to try that out because I actually have like a little budget money for that set aside. So that'd be pretty cool to actually see how that worked out. And then if nobody bought them, I just have some shirts. But no, for real, it'd be cool.
That's what I find myself doing a lot of time, going to the store. I think most of the shirts I wear right now is, if it's not my own merch, it's another gardener or lawn care YouTuber's merch. Almost every day, my t-shirts is somebody's merch, if not my own. That's what my wardrobe looks like.
Hey, back to our roots sent me a hoodie, and man, I love that. I love that hoodie.
I was trying to figure out where to get the hoodie from. Like I was looking to see if they had a Teespring store or something. I'm feeling kind of left out right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I like that. Broke Farmer 76. I like that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I like that. FarmerQ out shirt. Nah, yeah, I gotta email them though because I like those hoodies.
I'm gonna put that in my little notes real quick. I like that. Real. I appreciate that, bro.
FarmerQ out.
Because I mean, it's like clockwork at this point.
Yeah, that's what you say. That's your little thing. That's your thing. Everybody's got a thing. Oh man. So what seeds have you started recently? And because it's different for you. Like you probably, if you in your zone, if you was going to do onions, you would have probably started this past fall, right?
Yeah, I slacked on the onions. That's what I was talking about when I first got on. When I started the live stream, I was just kind of doing some small talk, and one of the things I was talking about was some of the stuff I slacked with. I mean, it's easy on YouTube for people to see all the videos you're putting out and think, well, I'll say this: I am being productive as far as my standards go because I've been pushing myself lately. But other things suffer when you put things at the forefront. It's like it's a constant balancing act, and you have to tweak it and tune it. And it's like everything kind of has to fall in unison for everything to work out. But I'm starting to find, you know, if you sacrifice the right things, you know, like you start to get some better results. Just recently, I 100% committed to my diet. Like that's why I went to Schlotzsky's and got the dang turkey sandwich, you know, because like I don't like literally for this spring, I want to be the best gardener I can be this spring because like I like, you know, I want to hit all my personal records, you know, like personally. And then I want to just be able to, if people have questions or anything, or if people want to just like kind of just trade knowledge and stuff, I want to be ready to trade that knowledge, you know, like, so I'm just trying to stay on top of it because this is my passion, you know, this is for real my passion. So, you know, it means a lot. And I'm sure for a lot of y'all, it's y'all's passion. So we got to take it serious because this is what we're kind of choosing to represent us in a way, you know, and it's a serious thing because you work your jobs, you go there and everything. But I think it's even more important that you represent yourself in a positive way than just, I mean, it's very important that you make your money at your job because you got to pay your bills. But like, when I do YouTube, I don't feel like I'm burning out anything because it's something that I love and it's something that I give from my heart. You know, I really love that.
Yeah, I agree. You know, passionate about it, and why not improve every area of your life that surrounds it? You know, like kind of what Linda and I was talking about. She was like, you know, we're gardeners, and it doesn't make sense for us to not be some of the healthiest people out here. It's essentially what she was getting to, like with the whole aspect of being a gardener. That should pour over and exude through everything that you do. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
especially when it comes to your health. So, you know, when we think about this gardening thing and then the impact that it can have, not just for, you know, making videos on YouTube or feeding your family, but the nutritional value of it as well, it goes a long way. So, and
Oh
I'm
yeah.
glad you said commitment, because it is a commitment. It's a commitment, and it's not necessarily a fad diet per se. It's not a fly by night type of thing. This is a lifestyle change. You know, your lifestyle, I could tell you my lifestyle has dramatically changed. Simply like how we do vacationing now is on a completely different, like vacationing as a gardener is complicated. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh yeah. It gets
You
it.
gotta pick the
Oh
right
man. Like especially when you're at the peak of the season. Like what?
yeah.
No.
Trying to go to the beach? Nah, man. I'm trying to watch these tomatoes come in. Like,
Hey Turf, let me take a second to say hey because there's a bunch of people that just
yeah.
came in and stuff like that. So what's up, Erica Taylor? How are you doing tonight? It's good to have you. I'm glad you're here tonight. Canadian Proud Get Outdoors. Hey, I've been seeing you around recently, and I'm so happy to have you. Glad to have you here tonight. And TT's Urban Pantry. Yes, I'm actually gonna pop those seeds here soon because I just wanna pop them. I'm just so happy that you sent them to me. I just want to grow them. So yeah. But okay, looks like let me see. Let me make sure we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. So I just wanted to,
I think
and
we're
then
all up.
oh yeah, we're all caught up. But yeah, like this season, I'll tell you especially what I'm excited about this season. I probably said that backwards in sentence format, but my brain is it's here. It's here right now. I promise you. So one thing I'm really excited about is watermelon. I just want to plant those lemon drop watermelon. They're supposed to be fast finishers too. So I'm thinking if I interplant like those, and then I plant a long season one, and then I plant another round of those, I'm gonna have a vine. I'm gonna be kind of like you said, it's a commitment, but I'm gonna be kind of pruning the vines like how I need to and everything, so that I can get a consistent flow of watermelons because I love me some watermelon. And I've never tried the lemon drop, and I'm just excited. And the orange glow, that's the other one I want to try. And by the way, yeah, Stinky Puddle Ranch, I'm gonna get y'all the orange glow watermelon too. So yeah.
Yeah, I haven't made up my mind whether or not I'm doing watermelon, man. I have to make my choices very wisely. What I'll probably do is I will probably start the plants of a few different watermelon varieties with
Yeah.
not necessarily a place to put them. And then if something happens in the garden, or if I want to make a change on the fly, I got the plant ready to go. And if I
Okay.
don't, then I'll probably just compost it. That's kind of how I'll probably play it, because I don't want to dedicate that amount of space to it off the bat. But if I put something else in and it doesn't work out, you know, for whatever reason, it doesn't work out, now I have a backup plan I can just slip in there. Or if I find some extra space or opportunity presents itself, I slide it in there. But
Yeah.
I'm not dedicating that amount of space. Finding stuff, you know, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. As you garden, you realize you'll make up your mind, and the next morning you had a dream and you want to do sunflowers now. So it's like I'm
Oh
gonna do
yeah.
sunflowers. So ever evolving, ever changing. I'm sure everybody in the chat room can agree. When you out there gardening, you make changes on the fly.
Yeah, and I was actually just thinking the other day about your garden specific turf therapy, because I was thinking about it in the terms of when you actually do get your land and everything, you grow on whatever size acreage, whatever size partial acreage, whatever you start out with and whatever you end up with. I was thinking, I was like, gosh, his space efficiency is going to carry over to that, and it's just going to, oh my gosh, I'm excited because you're essentially training yourself. You're in the pre-training phases of your future right now, and it's exciting to see that kind of development before it happens. Because I hear you, I listen to y'all's like what y'all want to do. I listen to like I watch your videos and everything, and it's like people's dreams are coming true as we speak, and it's like it happens in not so much of a romantic way, but it's really cool to see it happen in a minute way, like just seeing the small details, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing though, when I get to wherever I hope to be long term, when that finally happens for me, I'm like the majority of my space will be used for things that I can just fire and forget on, like fruit trees.
Oh, that's gonna be so epic.
In my areas, like I'm going to use a lot of my property for trees and nut trees and perennial things that asparagus and stuff like that. But my actual garden footprint of what I'm gonna eat out of, I really can't see myself needing more than 1,000 square feet. And to me, that seems like too much. But I watch, and I say 1,000 square feet because I watched a gardener very local to me. I watched what she was able to produce out of 1,000 square feet. She couldn't keep up with it. and if you time 1,000 square feet right and you plan it out accordingly, you can have harvest out of harvest, and it'll keep up with you too. Especially when you're talking about succession crops coming right behind themselves. So if I can get my timing right and the spacing up to par, I really don't see myself doing more than 1,000 square feet that I'm focused on. Maybe I'll plant another 1,000 of a whole bunch of stuff that's like, emergency donations. Maybe I plant something to just keep other things away from my main crop, like
Farmer said kind of romantic.
But no, I mean that. Like I really don't see myself need more space than that.
We'll see. And I'm gonna Canadian Proud Get Outdoors. I'm gonna get that in a second, but I want to respond to you real quick, Turf, about that because you make me think about. I'm just such a. I try to keep my perspective so fresh because it's like that's how you like live in the moment too. Is like you keep that perspective fresh and you don't get so laser focused on one thing all the time. But not to drift too far off the thought, by the way. But I was thinking about that and I was like, I'm sitting here like, oh man, I want to garden on a 1/4 acre, but I'm like, what if I actually did like concentrated gardening on like 2,500 square feet or like 2,000 square feet or something? Like, would I even be able to keep up with that? Like if I did it in the right way and I succession planted, like we actually all as a YouTube community do, like as our garden community, I feel like we keep each other in check as far as like succession planting and everything like that. So if we kind of interweave that into our actual application, like even on like it could be commercial if you wanted it to be, but it could also be just like in the sense of just like personal development or just making a massive compost pile or something or doing something crazy like that. I don't know. Like you can do what you want with what you grow, but it's just intriguing to think about when you say that, because I'm like, what if I could dedicate more space to like, because I want to have goats. I want to have some sheep or something, or probably goats, but I want to have some goats and I want to have some chickens. I want to do stuff like that. So to be able to have those animals move around easier, I want to have bees, stuff like that.
Right. You can keep them goats. I'm going to let you keep all them.
I'm going to build a crazy fence for them.
Goats
a crazy fence.
Terribly mean, man. Like at least the ones I interacted with. My great grandmother, she used to have goats, and those goats used to chase us around. They were super aggressive. Like, I mean, they were billy goats, so I guess that probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But still,
man,
mean, and they stare at you looking crazy and like I want chickens, I want bees, maybe quails. I want a population of some type of waterfowl with a pond. Like so
I was about to say a pond,
pond or a man-made pond, doesn't matter. And I want it to attract waterfowl to come in, specifically geese if they're on my pattern, or something that's going to help me with slugs. Like I'm thinking of things like lead. I guarantee you lead does not have a slug problem. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's how geese out there to have a slug problem. So I want to make a little eco environment that attracts and encourages these things that come that end up helping your ecosystem that you're trying to establish, so you don't have these issues and have to come up with all these quasi little.
You're right. Straight up right. You know, they say there's not a right or wrong, but like I feel like this is one of those things where I could literally say you're right, because it's like
eggs are bombs. Yeah, see, and duck eggs and expensive too.
Oh man. Well, and the reason I'm sorry, I didn't mean to even I didn't mean to cut it.
But yeah, that was me.
Well, like when I say you're right, what I mean is like, you know, we have all these different approaches for solving all these problems that can kind of be worked out by our environment that we build around it. And it's like, that makes you think about, and then the permaculture aspect of having the nut trees, of having the like different kinds of fruit trees that you want to have and things like that, interweaving all that together, it just creates like this sealed tight little bubble that just like is so cool to just watch, because that's what you're doing when you create it. You just kind of watch and you take a little bit from it, because you can't even take all that it offers.
Yep, exactly. I want to have, I want to have 60% of my garden on autopilot, meaning it's producing to the point where I can go out there and get those apples if I want to, and if I don't, I can just leave them for whatever is out there that also needs apples.
Oh, yeah. Let me take a second real quick, because we got some more people in here too.
Okay. All right.
So I wanted to take a second to say what's up to Red Silo Homestead. It's good to have you. How you doing tonight? Renee's Garden. How you doing tonight? I also wanted to just kind of shout this comment out because it was awesome. I was like, I love this whole garden community. It's a bunch of amazing people from different walks of life to help us share different tips. I love it. I agree 100%. And then so yeah, Broke Farmer said, I got an acre and used less than half, and that's too much for me. So I need to start thinking about that, because me and the wife, we start talking and I get real ambitious and I'm like, man, I want this, I want that. And it's like, we have to really question what we're asking for, because sometimes you'll get more than what you want to kind of deal with. And Mr. Stinky Puddle Ranch says we can teach you all about goats and sheep, FarmerQ, and I'm with that, because I think that sheep might be a slight better choice. I don't know, because I see a lot of people with sheep and they're like, oh, sheep are better than goats. So I want to learn about that too.
Yeah, I'll probably be more open to sheep before goats, just because of the issues I've had with them in the past, for sure. So, I'm with you. Like I want my minimal amount of acreage is 3 acres. Let's be clear about that. Like most that I want on my own without like family coming to live on it with me would be, and my family being like my brother coming to live on it with me, would probably be maxed out at 10 acres. And I want that acreage for space. Like I don't want to see my neighbors. I want neighbors.
Oh yeah. That'd be awesome.
I don't want to see them.
Just kind of wave from like, you can kind of see a silhouette waving. You're like, hey.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, John? I know John is over there. I know the Hendersons are over there.
Oh yeah.
I know my neighbors. Let's be clear. I'm not gonna have neighbors and they be strangers. That doesn't make any sense. So I will know my neighbors, but I need that space. I need that space to be able to operate how I want to operate, when I want to operate, and I never have to worry about anyone being upset about it or giving me any crap about it. There's enough space for everyone to have their own little area and do whatever they want to do. So that's why I would want the acreage, not necessarily to grow that much food, but trees take up a lot of space. So I plan to have like an acre of trees. No joke.
Oh yeah. So what do you plan to do about, and see, this is something that just popped in my head and like in my mind, our minds work like this, but what would you do like if your neighbor's dog just like came and just attacked your farm? What would you do about that?
Is this the first time the neighbor's dog has done this?
Yeah. Let's make it that, because it's not no hard feelings or anything. It's just like, oh my gosh,
the neighbor's dog did this. I'm going to give my neighbor an opportunity to make that right. Wherever however, if it has to be some monetary value, some compensation, I expect you to make that right. If you don't, then that's fine as well. I hope that's going to be the last time, because if not, then I will take care of it myself. And unfortunately, that dog is either going to be rehomed forever at the vet, or maybe it just becomes my dog. you know.
Yeah.
But what I'm not about to do is rely on anyone else to handle that for me. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not about to call the cops and tell the cops that you keep letting your dog run over here and make and destroy my living, my way of life, you know. So I would just approach my neighbor and hope that, you know, they would make it right. If not, then they'll learn very quickly what kind of neighbor they have. So
and that's a good point. And I was kind of thinking, like, what about like, are you gonna have fencing too?
No. Fencing?
Yeah. Are you gonna have like a fenced in, like amazing kind of like zoned off place? Or are you gonna have it kind of more open?
No, like, so
What's
that's
up,
the
GG Naturals Homestead.
That kind of acreage. I'm not, hey Gigi, yeah. That with that kind of acreage, like my dogs, I got little dogs, they're not running further than they can see me. So there's no need for a fence. My chickens, I'm gonna provide a home for them, a nice, comfortable home. They won't have the need or desire to go any further than the eye can see before they hit the wood line is ideal for me. So
Okay.
I have a run for them, you know, but I like them to be able to get out and walk around and maneuver a little bit too if I have something like that. But, you know, of course, have a chicken run for them as well, safety reasons along with that. And you got composting right there on site. But yeah, I don't look to try to fence in, you know, 3, 6, 4, 5, 10 acres. We're not doing that. A 22 works well too. Yes. Like I wasn't going to go there, Red Side.
Hey, we didn't say it, like, you know, but he went there. I mean, it's something that happens, and you know, it happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you the opportunity as the owner to make that right, and all life is precious, so I just wouldn't automatically escalate there. But if your dog is vicious and it's getting out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if your dog has my quail in its mouth and it's wrangling, I don't know what I'm gonna do to your dog.
Right.
That's what I'm saying right now.
In that moment, who knows? Because, like, quick example, my dog, she got attacked while I was in Germany by Akita, my little Yorkie. She did.
Oh my gosh!
What I did,
Japanese police dog, Akita.
Yes. Gosh. She got attacked by this. No, it wasn't a Japanese Akita. I'm sorry, it was a husky. It was a size. Okay. Just as bad, right? So
like the size ratio, like
Yeah. So I did that, and I had to take that dog and throw that dog. I didn't think that I could throw that dog the way I did, but I did what I had to do in that moment. So who knows? To your point, who knows?
Yeah. it's real emotional, real fast, because you got such a connection to where you live and things like that. So, and especially when you work so hard for it, you put countless hours into it, and it's like, and obviously these people, your neighbors, they might not know that you put time into it. They may know that you put time into it, but their animal is doing this right now, and it's like it's like a problem. But let's move on. That's a little, you know, that's but yeah, that's just something that popped into my head, because you got to think about stuff like that. You have to think about, oh, like, how am I going to protect my property? And not just with like just trying to end it immediately, but like, how can we think of alternative ways to make everything incorporate right? Because I'll tell you, when I actually used to visit Colorado for a little bit, so the guy named Daniel that I was visiting, he actually had a chicken coop, and he had about 50 chickens in the coop. And like, I was there for 3 days, and every night for 3 days, a chicken would go missing. And on the 4th night before I left, we found out that it was a raccoon coming inside to the top of the chicken coop and then pulling it out from the top every time. And he had to handle that in that kind of way. So it's like, everything wants your birds of prey. Everything wants your sitting oasis. Everything wants what you grow in there, because it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, let's see here. What else can we talk about? Because I'm not going to keep y'all for too much long. I'm actually going to go for just 10 more minutes, because I want to go and visit other people's lives that might be doing lives and stuff. I know that Orchids for Dummies is doing a live. He's doing like a Bible study he actually does and stuff like that. So I'm going to check that out for a little bit.
You cool? Yeah. There was what's her name? Miss Mama Daughter Sister. She used to hold these lives, I think, on Thursdays. Yeah, she used to hold them on Thursdays as well, and she used to read scripture towards the end. I always thought that was pretty cool.
That sounds like it's pretty cool. I need to, like, that's one thing that I want to. I've been enjoying a lot of these lives I've been being a part of lately. So, like, I'm gonna go live more often, but I'm gonna also be a part of other people's lives more often, because it's just such an organic experience. Like, you know. Like, we're just sitting here creating content. It doesn't even really feel like it. Like at first it kind of does, you know, because you got to break that apprehension a little bit, I guess, from the anticipation, I guess you could say, because you kind of plan on it, but then you don't put a specific time on it. But then when you put a specific time on it, it becomes even more like, oh man, like
It's real.
it's one of those things, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely can relate to that for sure. No matter how many times I go live, there's still a little nerves right before you hit go live. You still got a little nerve shaking for sure.
Oh yeah, and it's like now. See, it's cool now, but let me see. And there's still no popcorn in that machine back there. Q. Okay, I have popcorn in my pantry.
Oh, they talking about the popcorn machine.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, why
don't you have bees now?
Next live I'll either have popcorn made or I'll be popping popcorn.
Now you got to be popping the popcorn next time you go live.
Okay.
You want to see that? I don't believe it. I think it's just there for some decoration. We putting Q on the spot. I need to see that popcorn popper.
Okay. I'll take the challenge.
You probably don't know how to use. You're gonna have to get Tiffany to.
Well, no, it's funny because we were given this popcorn machine so basically I did a landscape job for one of my mom's friends, and she actually paid me. It wasn't just like a one-off. She wasn't, oh man, like let me give you this popcorn machine. But I did this landscape job for her, and she was like, hey, do you want this popcorn machine? Because I'm never going to use it, but here's a bunch of popcorn for it and everything. And I was like, why do you have all the popcorn for it and you don't? And it was like unused. So she obviously bought it and everything, but
the cool idea.
The machine.
Oh, man.
The popcorn machine is gonna be like an insider when it's like long gone and everything. It's gonna be like, oh, so where's the popcorn?
Yeah, you got some kettle corn.
I think it's some, I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I'm not gonna even try. It's just inside of a bag and it has like a name written on it, but I need to actually that's one of the things I slacked on. I didn't even mean to point at it. Like it just happened. That's so cool.
Grow your own popcorn and then do a popcorn mukbang with your own corn grown out your yard, popped with your popcorn maker. That came out weird, but you know what I was saying.
Okay.
Eco said, Turf, what so I be doing to my lawn? I'm trying to be great this season. So Eco, you already got a soil test, so that's cool. You got a warm season lawn, so I think things are about to pick back up for you guys. You gotta remember, I'm a cool season grass, so things are quite different than a warm season grass. Kind of just like with the cool season crops and warm season turf. But I think making sure that you feed it as you wake up and get on that mowing. And I wouldn't really worry too much about the weeds unless your weeds is preventing your desirable turf from spreading to the point where you can't go out there and pick them one by hand, and it's not something that you actually want in your yard. Like I know plenty of people that let dandelion go free in their yard because they harvested themselves. You know what I mean? Like they'll eat it out their own yard.
Before. So, I made dandelion sauerkraut before.
Boom, there you go. So yeah, with the warm season lawn, there's a perfect guide that February 13th, I'm going to talk about it because the guest that I'll have on my channel is actually the creator of the guide. So there's a guide that I'm going to recommend that you get next weekend on Saturday with my guest that I think is going to be the perfect guide for anyone, like just so we can speak the right language and it gives you a solid foundation for your grass type. And then from there, because what that guide does, it gives you a nice foundation and it's good. But then I can take you a step further. Once you get that book in your hand and you understand the basics of what it is you're supposed to be doing, then I can have a good conversation with you. It's no different from gardening. Like I can't really have a conversation with you until you know your grow zone, figure out what you're growing, and understand that you have cool season and warm season crops. If you don't understand that, then I can't really have a conversation with a person that's trying to get into gardening. So that's what that book kind of does on the lawn care side.
Okay, it kind of just lays the foundation. But,
it puts your mind in the right. You're thinking the right way. You know all the language, the lingo that goes along with it.
So I got a question though for you, Turf.
What's up?
I was thinking the other day, I was like, well, I think that this question could help not turf, could help Eco Neighbor out more. But like, I was thinking, man, like, what if I put granular, like some kind of like granular kelp on my yard, like for the micronutrient capacity for the grass? Because like we always kind of feed the grass like the nitrogen, or whatever we're feeding it. But like, what if we could, what kind of help do you think that would have, if it had any help at all? But I was thinking granular for him because it's sandy soil. If he used, I don't know if it would have less of an effect because he has sandy soil if he used liquid, because he's on the Florida coast. So he has more access to kelp, maybe not on the coast, but he's in Florida. So maybe he has more access to something like that. Yeah. And that's something we can think of too.
Right. So the products that I use, actually, most of the liquid products that I use, Simple Lawn Solutions, those stuff is juiced with humic and seaweed, seaweed and kelp. It has that stuff already baked into it. So to answer your question, absolutely yes, it's going to help with the nutrient uptake. So like most of your very good, most of your standard lawn care companies that you know and love today, they're huge in the agriculture department. So all these companies are doing is taking stuff that they know already works, is proven in the on the ag side of stuff, the stuff that you go in the grocery stores and you buy off the shelves without any thought. And you're definitely probably not shopping organic 24/7. And there's a very thin line of organic and non-organic. And when you start talking about chemicals like potassium sorbate, well, you apply potassium sorbate, that's chemical, but at the same time, you feed your worms a whole bunch of stuff, and guess what? One of the chemicals they poop out is potassium sorbate. Now, I'm not going to argue that the natural process of the worms coming to, getting to the nutritional part of potassium sorbate, so we can identify that chemical structure as it is, but there's processes in a lot of these things that these people are making, skipping the worm from breaking it down, or the natural weathering process from breaking stuff down, or the microorganisms and making it in a jar type thing. Those type of things have been used in the lawn care and agricultural side for a very long time. So
yeah, you make me think about something in regards to that. So what if like the synthetics aren't killing the microbials by virtue of actually touching them and actually burning them to pieces or something like that, but it's actually because it's like advancing the cycle into the last part of the cycle, so it essentially maybe starves them, you think?
I think when you are using too many synthetics and you're not applying them along with things that increase your microbiology activity, that's when you start when you're just pounding your ground with nothing but nitrogen and you're hitting it with the kilicides, right? So you're killing. That's what really, not the fertilizers that you're applying. It's really the kilicides that's burning out your microbial activity. Or you applying those synthetic fertilizers and you're not adequately watering those things either, or encouraging the area to where the microbes can kick back in the gear. So when you go out there and you spray your lawn with glyphosates or pendimethalin or Chloride, 2,4-D, and you're spraying and you're never reintroducing any type of organic materials, then that's when you really dry those microbes out.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so 90s Kids brought something interesting up. 90s Kid, he said, are you also having more time off to more gardening under like the pandemic we're in? It's been my refuge during this time. I think that's super important to remember too. So personally, if you're asking me, I haven't had more time off because I run my business and everything, so it's a little different. But like when it actually happened and everything, basically I was still working for like the city that I work for, and I actually left in the process of that because I was just tired of everything that was going on with it, and I was like, let me try this solo thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's been working out pretty well for me. I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's just all like a different point, but different perspective. And Red Silo Homestead said small chicken tractor, 4 to 5 chickens moved every day. Great fertilizer for the yard plus free eggs.
Yeah. So you'll see a lot of that on my channel once I get my little piece of land. Like I'll be treating my lawn with like right now, I put worm castings on my worm cast tea on my lawn. I said it passively in the video, but I actually do that. Like I fill up my sprayer and I spray it down with my worm cast tea because I know the microbes in there and a little bit of light feeding that it gets is good for the lawn. So taking my chicken litter, from the run and spreading that across my own lawn, I know that's going to do great. Like my favorite fertilizer, granular fertilizer, is by Carbon Earth Company.
Okay.
They do is they take carbon, right, and then they take carbon that has been composted with chicken litter, right, and then what they do is they take your macro and micronutrient load, and then they put it in each prill. So that's what it's called a homogeneous prill. So each prill has the same amounts of nutrients and micro and macronutrients in it, along with the carbon and the chicken poop, right? It's all to one perfect prill, and the carbon is there so that it stores all of the nutrients and it only releases it, or it will move in and out of the carbon based off the CEC, the capacity of it being able to hold within the soil profile itself. That way it's not leaching off and running into our waterways, and the plant has food whenever it needs it on demand. It is by far the best granular fertilizer I've ever used. My lawn, I mean, you guys have seen my lawn. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Like,
check out Jeffrey's channel. Like his lawn is like the crispiest lawn I think I've ever seen. Like, not even kidding. Like,
yeah.
So, but yeah,
that granular fert is that's my favorite fertilizer. So I think when we understand more about the process of developing these fertilizers and understanding that yes, this product might not be organic, but it's not organic because of the process that they went through to get the end result. Like humic, a lot of times chelated humic goes through a chelation process. So as soon as it goes through a synthesized process, it's no longer organic. And in some of the ingredients in these things that are, if it's not carbon based, then it's not an organic. It's not an organic thing. So like half the ingredients that's in your toothpaste, I've said this before, will be in your fertilizer for whatever binding component or whatnot. And it's not an organic fertilizer because of the same stuff that you're brushing your teeth with. So at a certain point, we kind of got to stop and think like, yeah, this isn't organic, but is this really
hurting my ecosystem?
Right.
Like that's what we have to be asking. Yeah.
Right? Is it really crushing the ecosystem? And is this really going to be bad for me when I put it in my body? And if you truly believe that, then you might want to switch your brand of toothpaste, like that. Yeah. I'm here to educate you so you can make better decisions and not be bounded by these titles so far. So much.
The rant said turf. What was that called again?
What's that?
Like the actual granular fertilizer that you'd be putting down.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for telling you now, but carbon.
Because you said pick up the book first.
No, because the company's about to go out of business.
Oh yeah.
But that same granular fertilizer and blends will be available. I might actually end up distributing them sometime in the distant future myself because I believe in them that much, but they will be changing their name because of some mishaps they had during the COVID time. Things got weird for everybody, but it's called Carbon Earth, and you can find it out there still. But just know when it's sold out, you won't ever see it on that brand by that brand name ever again. But it's called Carbon Earth Company. I've used it. There's links in my videos to where you can pick it up and find it. It's a really good fertilizer.
Okay.
It really is.
Okay. So Canadian Proud Get Outdoors asks, I'm wondering, how do I keep my grass growing nice under her mulberry trees or under their mulberry trees? I'm having a hard time with that.
Don't stop trying to do it. So you need to make you a bigger bed around that tree.
It's the fruit's dropping off the parts of the tree are dropping.
Right. Unless you are in a cool season zone, right? If you're in a cool season area or transition area or higher, so that's usually Virginia or higher, right? Some parts of North Carolina, but
you're welcome.
Higher. That means that you are able to grow cool season grass. The only other option you have for underneath your mulberry tree is going with a cool season grass that likes the shade. So that's gonna be like your bent grasses. They like the shade. They like a lot of shade. You also have your fine fescues that like a lot of shade. And what's cool about those two grasses is they don't like to be mowed a lot either. They grow really slow. So those are two different varieties that you can seed underneath the mulberry. But I'm telling you, the easiest and the simplest way is just extending your bed around that mulberry. Yeah. Just cut out the grass that's giving you a problem, make it a pretty little live edge or something, and let that grass go.
Yeah, because that mulberry is just going to keep oozing out all of the plant parts, dropping it every season. It's just going to, and all that's doing is keeping the pH just perfect for the mulberry, keeping the nutrient profile just perfect for the mulberry. So it's like it's competing with what you're trying to do in that natural environment. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's really not worth it. Opening up that bed though and letting them just fall to the ground and refeed the tree. That's what I would recommend.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't figure that out.
But yeah, like, well, I think we covered quite a bit tonight. You know, like, I think that we should leave it open for question for the next time, and I'll be, and you know, Turf, like I said, you're always welcome, and we can talk about planning something out if you want to too as well. But I wanted to go ahead and say goodnight because I gotta go ahead and get some other stuff done, and I gotta go be an old man.
Yeah, nah, thanks for having me. Thank you for having me on your show, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you being here, brother.
Talk about actually scheduling a live Q&A. If the folks want it, we'll give it to them.
Oh yeah. But like, I want to tell everybody good night. I hope y'all had a good time with us tonight. I hope that you learned something that you could take with you. I hope that you come back next time and hang out with us. You know, leave a like on the video, and it's been awesome hanging with y'all. So I guess we'll end it with that, Turf.
Yeah.
I'll let everybody kind of say their good nights and everything, though. Like, I'll let everyone say that. Like, people want to kind of say that. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to talk in chat, too. I'm going to be, hey, what's up?
Eco said, oh, good night, Erica. Hey, Erica Taylor. I just saw you. How you doing? Good night. Eco said, Turf, what's next? I don't know, brother. I'm figuring it out one day at a time. One day at a time. Y'all have a great night. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Truly enjoyed this garden talk. What a fantastic idea. Thank you. Yeah, cool.
I'm like Turf said, I'm about to go be an old man. I can feel myself disassociating, so it's time to stop. It's just time. Hey, but like I said, y'all have a great night. It's been awesome. That's FarmerQ out.